The first speaker is Ms. Ayano Koitagashi. Please come to the stage.
The title is A Book in Every Child's Hand. Ms. Koitagashi, please.
Since I was a child, I have spent a lot of time reading books. I think every Japanese child has read the book series, Guri to Gura. In one story, the two mice brothers share a cake equally with many animals. When I was a child, I got the impression from these books that I should be generous to the people around me, even though I didn't want to share with my little brother. Stories like these were always around me. I could go to public libraries, and I took it for granted that books would always be within reach. In Japan, this is such a normal thing. But did you ever think that there are children in the world who have never touched a book? When I read the book called Leaving Microsoft to Change the World, I learned an astonishing fact. It was a story about the author's vacation to Nepal. There, he learned that students in Nepal have to share one textbook because of the lack of books. Teachers there wanted students to read every day and have access to books. However, there were only 20 books in the library, and they are kept under lock and key to prevent them from getting damaged. How unfair is it that children in some countries cannot read books as freely as I could? I couldn't believe it. Without books, my life would have been colorless. I felt outraged, just like the author. His name is Mr. John Wood. He used to work for Microsoft as an executive, but after his vacation to Nepal and witnessing the children with no books, he felt compelled to do something and founded an NGO called Room to Read. Out of the 60 million children who cannot go to school in the world, Room to Read has brought education to 10 million in only 15 years. The organization has built over 15,000 libraries around the world. By 2020, they are aiming to help another 5 million children. This summer, I held a charity event at my house. I prepared lunch for my friends and explained the situation in Nepal and other countries that lack educational resources. After discussing the issues, we were able to donate 7,500 yen to Room to Read. Honestly, I didn't think it was enough money to help them. To my surprise, Room to Read's website informed me that 6,000 yen allowed a child to study how to read and write for a year. That message was a great relief, because I thought that I alone could not make such a big change in someone else's life. I believe education is the key to solving the problem of poverty. And of course, reading books is fundamental to education. What I did this summer changed a child's future, but it does not mean I gave an education to everyone who is in need. I believe if we as a nation work together, we could change the world. The amount of foreign aid that Japan donates to education has not increased much since the 1990s. I propose that we petition the Japanese government to increase the money aimed at foreign aid for educational programs. If people in other countries have access to education, they will become self-sufficient and the quality of their lives will improve. Practically speaking, donating money for education saves us money in the long run, because if people in other countries become self-sufficient, then we no longer have to give foreign aid money. This way, both supporting countries and supported countries will benefit. I am so glad that today I could make a speech in front of you and raise awareness about this heartbreaking situation. The next time you pick up a book, please do not take it for granted. Think of the children who are in need of education and think about how you will make a change in their lives. Just like Guri and Gura shared their cake with others equally, so too should we share educational opportunities with a generous heart. Thank you.